Hey guys, this is KoBaC, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Halo 3 Jackal Major from the Series 3. Posability. It's not really there with this guy, and I was really excited about Jackals. I'm always excited about any campaign figures, just because, you know, there's different aliens, and like for the other Halo 2 and Halo 1 games, they really didn't do much except for elites and grunts. So, well, they did the hunters way at the end, but they were out of scale and blah blah blah. But I was really excited about getting a Jackal. I bought two. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be great. Open them, and then you realize that they cannot pose very well at all, which really bites because I bought them for stop motion. And so yeah, go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. The arms, that is as far out as it can go right there. Go a little bit in, go a little bit out. Now, granted, you could like rotate it and get it like that, but that's as far as he can cross his arm over. He can't raise it any better than that, so you can't do like a cross-body shot, anything like that. His head, very limited in how high or low it can go. About a ½ inch. And I was really hoping right here in the mouth they would have had it so it could open and close. Just because, you know, with an elite, you got 4 mandibles. That'd be crazy for them to try to do. I know that. That would be insane for McFarlane to try to do. Brutes, they got helmets. Nobody's going to be really messing with their mouths too much. So Jackals, on the other hand, actually have an exposed mouth, and it's long enough. I would have thought maybe, you know, it'd be really cool if they could try to open it. Now, I know they did make the Sniper Jackal for Series 1, but his mouth is always open. So if I had to choose, I guess you could say I'd rather have closed mouth than open mouth, because then when you're doing a stop motion, everywhere the character's looking, he's always screaming, which, you know, can get kind of distracting. But the waist. His waist, right there, that is the articulation for the most part. No bending over for this guy. He's not going to be lifting any big boxes. His legs, you got articulation right here at the hip, right here, and then right here at the ankle. I would have really liked to have had one right here as well, because when you're trying to pose him, he can only have so many different ways of standing. It's very difficult to get him to stand, actually. Now, I did it right there, but that's magic. But it's usually really hard to get him to stand in anything other than this type of pose. And, you know, anyone who's played Halo 1, 2, and 3 knows that the Jackal is fast, keeps to the ground low, and always has his shield up to protect him, unless it's a sniper. Or unless you're sneaking up on him. But with this figure, I mean, okay, you got him here standing, he's got his shield, he can't really get down on the ground, and when he does, he leaves himself way exposed, and he also can't really get his arm over to pop it through the hole there to try to shoot, and when he does, he can't see. So you end up with a figure like this on the other side of the shield, and I don't know, it just, I'm not feeling it. I really was hoping it could have been a little bit better. The hands, both hands can hold the plasma pistol. Only the right arm, however, can actually put on the shield. Now, I haven't tried putting any other weapons in their hands, because it's been hard enough for me to get the plasma pistol in and out of their fingers, because they only got that one little digit, and I mean, if I'm having trouble then, I don't really want to break their hand or break a gun. However, I'm betting I could probably stick a plasma rifle, because they already had the figure released. I'm assuming they used roughly the same hands just for the sculpt and the molding. And probably a battle rifle or a shotgun. Maybe the sniper. But the problem with those guns is that since his arms are that's like as close as they can get right now. So if he was holding a battle rifle, he'd have to be holding it sideways, having it pointing over here for his other hand to grip it. So he'd be doing one-handed in all the situations you could, or, you know, battle poses or what have you. So he might be able to hold guns, but he can't really make it look authentic or real, that he's really holding this gun, which is another downside. So I would give this figure a rating of 1.5 out of 5. The only reason it's not getting a 1 is because it can do a couple poses. It's not entirely worthless, especially for collectors. If you just love the Jackal, or you just love getting all the Covenant or whatever, it's great still, because they only have this Jackal and then the Sniper. But it's not really there for anyone who wants to do stop motion, or just kids, which, you know, the figure just isn't all that posable, which really, really, really counts against it. Because I could forgive the hands and everything. I mean, it's a Jackal. They usually got plasma pistols. That's just what you usually see. So that's cool. But him not being able to pose holding the plasma pistol bites. So, yeah, 1.5 out of 5.